What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phase 6, your source for music, business, motivation, and support. It's your boy, Sirr. I got another dope episode for you guys today. As you know, I like to do a lot of this versus that, a little that versus this. And today we're talking about friends versus fans, or fans versus friends, however you like to look at it. But there is a huge difference. I think a lot of you guys, from a marketing standpoint, from a business standpoint, from a general pushing your career forward standpoint, are making a very huge mistake. And I want to get you guys on the right page of how to better leverage your fans and your friends and understand their role in your music career. Let's jump into it. All right, let's jump straight into this. I'm getting ready to talk about a subject that I think is very, very, very important to everybody watching this. Your friends versus your fans. What am I talking about? I need you to stop. Open your ears right now and pay attention, because we're really about to jump into this. I really think this is holding a lot of you back. A lot of you guys are spending a lot of money and a lot of time and investing into something that may not be as real as you think it is. And I want to talk about that. So first, let's open this up by saying, number one, your friends are not your fans. Let that sink in. I said your friends are not your fans, guys. The reason why I'm saying this is because a lot of times when you're starting your music career off, the closest people to you are the people you share it with. Your friends, the people that motivate you, that say you can do it, you can go forward, I believe in you. You know, those people that you're like, yeah, you're right, I can do this, I am talented, I can make this happen. We might mistake that motivation and that encouragement for them being fans. They're fans, all right. They're fans of you. That's why they're your friend or your family member, right? They're fans of you. They may not be fans of your music, all right? And a lot of times it is not the case. It's hard to become a fan of someone's music when you're a fan of them, because you have a different relationship with the individual. So recognize that your friends are not your fans. All right. I really want you guys to beam in on this subject right here, because I know a lot of you guys can get confused with this concept. So let's start by defining it one time. All right. I really want to start there. We're going to build everything up from this point. What is a fan? A fan is a person that does not know you, that hears your content, and then is compelled to listen to more content. A true fan will listen to your music regularly. They will watch your videos regularly. They will share and market and tell other people about you because they like the fact that they're the first ones to discover you. They will connect with you in some type of way because your music touches their life. Either you motivate them, you speak in their language, you're telling their story. Whatever connectivity you have with them as an individual, they connect to that and say, you're special. And because of the connectivity that I feel with you, you understand me in such a way, I'm going to commit myself to you. I'm going to spend my money to come to your shows. All right. Fans are people that are completely engaged in what you do because you provide a service that affects them in some emotional way or some other creative way that drives them to continue consuming your content. You see how easy friends can get pushed out of this conversation right here? Okay. I want you to recognize that these are who your fans are. So that automatically outlines what your friends are not, right? You got to stop expecting your friends to be your marketers, the people that are going out there and market your record. You're posting your music and you're telling all your friends, share this, repost this. Recognize your friends, they care about you being happy. They don't care about your music as much as you want them to care about your music, because they're not a true fan. Stop expecting that of them. Listen, there are a whole bunch of Beyonce fans right now reposting Beyonce doing something crazy on their Instagram feed, on their story, talking about Beyonce, this, that, and the third, because they love Beyonce, right? That's what a fan does. That's not what your friends do. Your friends are not going to post a picture of you on their thread, on their feed, which they want to make about themselves. Stop and make it about you when they're not truly a fan of what you do. And it's okay. Your friends are not going to finance your career. Your fans will. A lot of you artists right now are looking for money. You're not getting the money because you keep directing all of your content to your friends, expecting them to somehow champion your music. No, your fans are going to buy. Your fans are going to stream. Your fans are going to wear the t-shirt. Your fans are going to wear the sweater. Your friends are going to ask for the sweater for free. Your friends are going to ask for the album for free. Your friends are going to say, hey, can you get me into your show? I don't want to buy a ticket. But that's okay. They're your friends, right? And they feel like I'm the one that motivated you. I told you you can do it. I'm your friend. We know each other since 2nd grade. Of course you're supposed to get them into the show for free. But that's the reason why you have to have fans. Don't get it confused. Stop expecting your friends to be your fans. All right. Now, when you're on this trajectory, when you're on this pathway, you're growing as an artist, I want you to really understand, what does it take to get fans now? All right. Obviously, your fans, all right, and your friends can't be the same individuals, right? So what does it take for you to get fans? In order for you to get fans, the first thing you have to do is position your music in environments that has nothing to do with your friend group. You should be making music that goes towards your fans. You should be positioning your music in such a way that your fans, people that are like-minded, people that would appreciate that message, could consume it, right? So, for example, I'm a guy, I hang out with a bunch of the homies. If we're sitting at the house, chilling together, having a couple drinks and shooting the breeze, we're not listening to no romantic sexual music. That's not what's happening, right? So I have a friend who is an R&B singer, but this is not it's not his platform. He should not come across amongst the fellas and start playing some sexual music while we're all having drinks. That's not the party that we're a part of, all right? So if he wants to attract more people towards his audience, he has to present his music to the people that are in that space. How do you get your music in front of people that are in relationships? How do you get your music in front of people that are always having sex regularly? How do you get your music? Where do those people hang out? What are they doing? What does it look like? Maybe are they young? Or are they older? What type of sex are we talking about? Is this young, wild sex, or is this, mature, I love you sex? Well, who are you talking to? Get it to that group of people, and they will begin to see the value in what you do, because they are living that lifestyle and they want music that supports their lifestyle. Thugs want to hear thug music. Geeks want to hear geek music. Gay people want to hear gay music. It's just what it is. Now, all of us diversify ourselves and take pride in jumping around and listening to other different things and experiencing other communities through music. That's another way of connectivity. Before social media, there was music. Before internet, there was music. Music was the way that we connected with other cultures. So people outside of your core demographic will listen to your music, but understand your core demographic has to champion you first. They have to say, hey, this person represents us. For people outside of your core demographic to go, hey, I want to check this out. Get your people first. Who are your people? Who are you talking to? Who are you making music for? Those are your fans. Once your fans start coming to your shows, once your fans start buying your merch, once your fans start buying your tickets, once your fans start making you money, then your friends will start saying, you know what, I'll buy a t-shirt too. They become bandwagoners to your team. All right. I want you to recognize that. The next thing I want to put out there, now that you're understanding the process of getting fans, because recognize this year we are going to go into some marketing. This is just a piece of it, but we're going to dive into some marketing concepts throughout this year. But I want to say this. As you begin to grow, I see this with a lot of more established artists. I'm talking to you. When you start actually having fans, please recognize that your fans are not your friends. If I gotta tell, I don't know how many artists I've had to go through the process of watching them smash their fans, and then them realizing that, hey man, every time I go to a show, half the people in the room have seen me naked. I don't know how I feel about this. You're at a show and people in the crowd are exchanging stories about how you do in bed. Like, at some point you gotta recognize that you gotta draw a line. Like, this is your business. These are your fans. They're not your friends. They shouldn't be hanging with you all the time. They shouldn't have your phone number. They shouldn't be in and out your bedroom all the time. You got to draw a line. Now, the more fans you have, the more crazy you can get with the way you interact with your fans, because it's less personal. You're not seeing them regularly. Your schedule's crazy. You're all over the place. It's hit and miss. But in general, most artists that get caught up in bad situations get caught up because they're treating fans like friends, and all of a sudden you're expecting someone that you just met who connected with you emotionally. Your music touched them in some type of way. They view you in some type. They're not looking at you like your real friends did. They're looking at you through the lens of friendship. Right? And now you're asking them to detach from how they met you and somehow become something they've never been to you. It creates problems. People get robbed. People get kidnapped. People get rape charges. People get raped. All sorts of negative things happen the moment you start thinking that your fans are your friends. So there's two differences. All right. I don't know everything, but I know a lot about a little and a little bit about a lot. I'm trying to give you guys everything I got, and I want you guys to better manage your relationship between your fans and your friends, and you guys just starting making sure that you're doing what you do to get fans and stop asking your friends to be fans. Go to the website www.phasevi.com and, you know, support the channel, watch, you know, join it, become a member, see all the different things that we're doing. I'm creating content to help you guys win. I would love it for this particular topic if you can go in the comments below and just maybe let's share some stories about, you know, your experience dealing with friends and trying to make them fans, or maybe you had an experience with a fan where it went negative when you tried to make them friends. I would love for other people to see, to realize how real this is. Hopefully you guys decide to do so. If not, it's still Sirr Love. I appreciate you guys for your time and your energy. Like, subscribe. I'm out.